Hi Taurus, welcome back to your full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus for November 8th, 2022. This is your moon, so let's see what's going on. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers card for what the moon is closing out for you. The Three of Pentacles is the apprenticeship card. It's learning as you're doing. It's also a card where it's like creative necessity. It's out of necessity that you move into this situation or in this position. It's time to actually, so in an apprenticeship situation, you're learning it, but in this case, it's taking that to the next level. But so it's your creative energy and it's your spirit that's kind of pushing you to move forward with it. There is a spiritual element to this because of the monk in the background. The three is a creative force, but it is almost sort of like out of necessity, this has to happen. I have to use my creative possibilities to make something happen or to get things moving with the three. You have the Lovers card, so there can be choices here, and the choice may be that it's time to move on to this creative potential or to actually get started on this thing that maybe you've been practicing or doing or hoping to do. And now is the time to kind of make that big decision of whether you're going to go on with it or how you're going to plan it out. And I say that because the plan is popping out to me here. And so somebody may be inquiring about your newly developed skills and kind of wants you to put them into practice, even though you're still in sort of that learning phase or figuring out how things are working, but you'll figure it out as you go. I have another 6 card with that, so that's the Six of Wands. Victory is assured. It's a step onto further development. But at this point, I would say that if you make this choice, it should work out well for you, actually. And not just yourself, but maybe people around you. It's kind of like taking a victory lap, actually, with this Six of Wands. So I think that whatever is closing out is working out well also for future endeavors, because we're at the 3 and we're at 6. So we haven't quite gotten to 10 yet. We're kind of in the middle of our situation. I'm going to say that I think a lot of this has to do with work because your main cards are pentacles. So this could have a lot to do with work. And the funny thing is, Taurus rules the throat, the vocal cords, the neck, the thyroid gland. And your next set of cards is communication. So I do feel like communication is going to be very important. And even in this card, they're communicating back and forth what it is that they want to, how they want to, something to look, or how they want it built, or that kind of situation. And so I do feel like there'll be a lot of conversation. I think you will be doing a lot of talking. So bring your throat lozenges, since this is your moon. There can be also financial negotiations. And with the High Priestess there are things definitely going on behind the scenes that maybe you are not aware of, or you're a part of that behind the scenes. And not everybody else is completely aware of it at the moment. I feel like family is going to be a concern, or I would say big in this conversation, that it's either going on with work or within the family unit, but I do feel like for some reason family is involved. Family is big. I mean, even it could even be work family, but I do feel like there's family. I'm really checking out the crest there, and that's, you know, that's big family. That's lineage. With the High Priestess there, though, I do have the feeling that there are some things that are not being told or not being said. You want to keep some things under your belt. And that can be because you're not 100% clear on it just yet, or you just want to keep things hidden. With the moon there's this, it's not always deception, but it can be deception, but it can also be that we're just keeping things on the down low for a minute. And it can also be because the lunar phase is affecting situations at the moment, and maybe we're just not seeing everything clearly, or everything hasn't solidified just yet. I am also going to say that you have wonderful intuitive feeling for what's going on, and you may even be able to tell who's not on the up and up, or who is not 100% truthful. I think you'll get those inklings. I think you'll get that feeling. Very interesting. And it can be in choices of people that you're dealing with here, because we're looking at the Queen of Pentacles with the result card. And this is somebody who usually gets her way. She is somebody who's very business-minded. There are people who are very concerned with their financial well-being and their health. So do look out for health here. There may be something that you were having difficulty with it on a physical level that can be leaving now, that's changing, that's healing, that's getting better. Queen of Pentacles is my Aquarius card, and she's a New Age healer, or she uses the things of the earth to heal. That's not necessarily New Age. In fact, it's quite old, but that's what they call it. So anyway, very concentrated efforts you're having here. What is dying here with the Death card? We're leaving some old situations, some old emotional baggage behind. And I'm going to say definitely emotional, because the Pentacles cards are not emotional. They're very grounded, earthy energy. And so some of the things that I think that have been bothering us on an emotional level can now be let go of. They can be things that are hard won with the Eight of Cups, things that we really worked hard to get, but they don't serve us anymore, or they don't bring us joy or happiness like we thought they would, or maybe it's just run out, that joy and happiness. The Nine of the Hermit, the 9 just popped out, flew out of my deck. So I do feel like there's this feeling of kind of wanting to be on your own for a little while towards the end of this phase. I do feel like we have accumulated a lot of information, and we're kind of contemplating now. She looks like she's in a very contemplative mode. I think we'll get a lot of information. There'll be a lot of conversation going on. And what doesn't suit the business, whoever doesn't suit the business, whatever isn't working in the business situation, in a work type situation, or within the family unit, and definitely things that have gone on before within the family unit that have caused some emotional difficulties, it's kind of time to let them go now. And the nine, the Hermit, is somebody who digests all this information, all the things that have gone on, and come to some conclusion. They turn knowledge into wisdom. And I think that's going to happen here, especially with all the conversation going on. I see a lot of talk. I see a lot of negotiation. I see people trying to clarify what it is they want and how they want it done. I think it's going to be a very hard-working period for you, Taurus. What does Spirit want you to know? You have the Chariot card. So for me, the Chariot card is getting things under control. One of the best ways to do that, especially with the Chariot card, is your mind, to get your mind under control, to get those thoughts under control. And that's how you steer your wagon. That's how you do it. The sphinxes aren't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere, but there's movement. And that means that that's on a very mental level. And it is getting things under control. So it can be your mental level. It can be how you want things to be done. Or it's just the collective, because there is a very collective energy with this reading. And so it's kind of getting everybody's thoughts and energies lined up so that things can get moving. Okay? Taurus, your readings are always really short, but they're so grounded and they're really complete, I think. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back in a week for your energetic reading. This is the readings that I do in between the lunar forecasts. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. It's a great energy exchange. It helps the channel, and I appreciate it. Okay, thanks, Taurus. Have a great eclipse. Take care. Bye for now.